Hello students, welcome to this online course of hydraulics engineering. So we have started the chapter of gradually varied flow. So today we are going to see some problems, and before starting the problems we will be deriving the value of critical depth in terms of specific energy for standard channels. So let us start. So we are going to calculate the critical depth. So first section which we are having is a rectangular section. So you can see it is a rectangular section shown to you. So the depth of flow is y, the bed width of the channel is capital B, and for rectangular channel it is like the top width is also equal to the bottom width, that is capital B. So let us see the if we are calculating the critical depth, so it is inevitable that the depth is critical. So wherever y is there we will simply write it as yc. C is for critical depth. So what will become the specific energy? So ec. So wherever the subscript c is there, you can easily understand that we are talking about the critical flow. If subscript c is being used in the equation or in an equation, so simply you have to understand that the question is asked about the critical flow. So the flow you have to assume is for the flow will be critical. Okay, so subscript c is the direct indication that flow is critical. So what will the specific energy will become? Ec is the specific energy. Ec is meant to be the specific energy at the critical flow or at the critical flow depth. It will become yc plus v square by 2. You can also use vc for indicating the velocity at critical flow and qc for discharge at critical flow. So for critical flow we have this equation. I have told you this is a very important equation which we will be using again and again. So try to learn this equation. So you will be you can just blindly use this equation if the flow is critical. It will be very much helpful and it will reduce your steps. So q square t by ga cube is equal to 1. That means q square by, so what we have done, we have divided by 2 from, like we have taken a by t and we have divided by 2 in both sides. So you can see 2 here and 2 here. Why we are doing so? So that we can easily get the value of q square by 2g a square. So if we can replace this value in terms of y, so directly we can see the relationship between e and y. So a by 2t is what? A is b into yc divided by 2 into b. So directly we can get this as yc by 2. So ec will become yc plus v square by 2g. V square by 2g can be written as q square by 2g a square, and this value has come up as yc by 2. So ec is nothing but 3 by 2 times of yc, or yc you can say 2 by 3 times of ec. Okay, so this is very important relationship. It will help you in the numericals. You can easily you directly use these values. Now if we want to calculate, so in open channel flow a very important term q is there. So q is what? The discharge per unit of width, because for rectangular channel width is constant, so it is a general practice to represent the discharge per unit width. So q is very important parameter. So what we are going to do, we will be trying to calculate yc in terms of q. So let us see how we are going to do that. So q is q by b. So again the starting equation will remain same. ec is equal to yc plus v square by 2g, and we will convert because we want q by b. So we have to take this equation in term, we have to convert v in terms of q, and after putting all the values you will get yc plus q square by 2g by c square. We have put the value of a. Okay, so ec we have taken as yc, and now we are just converting ec in terms of yc, that was 3 by 2 times yc. So finally you will get yc is equal to q square by g raised to power 1 by 3. So this is also very important equation, and in the standard examination, that GATE EAC, you will directly, they will tell you the value of capital Q, width, and you have to calculate the critical depth value, or you have to calculate the specific energy at critical depth. So how you can calculate that? First calculate the yc, multiply it by 1.5, you will get the value of ec. So this is very important relationships. Now let us see for triangular section. Okay, so triangular section is also, so this is the basic equation. We have to start from here. Now what we want to see, we want to calculate the value of this in terms of yc. Put all the values, you will get yc by 4. Area is half into 2m into yc into yc. 2 will get cancelled out, m into yc square divided by 2 into t. So this is nothing but, this will not be, this is 2m into yc. Okay, top width. So yc by 4. This means ec is 5 by 4 times of yc. In rectangular section it was 3 by 2. Here it is 5 by 4. Or yc can be taken as 4 by 5 times ec. Now we want to calculate the, because here width is not, there is no concept of width in the triangular section. So what we are going to do, we will be calculating yc in terms of q only. If discharge is given, m is the slope, side slope, this you have seen here, and after all the calculation, what we are going to see, that yc is nothing but 2q square by gm square raised to power 1 by 5. So this and yc is equal to q square by g raised to power 1 by 3. So these are very very important equations. If in the question they are asking like calculate the, if the calculations are based on the critical depths, so first you have to calculate from this formula. If it is a triangular section, use this value, or if it is a rectangular section, use this value. So in this manner you can calculate the values and easily use these equations in the questions. So these are the, it can, in the examination they can also ask you to derive these equations. So try to solve the equations on your own without seeing the solution. Try to solve it after seeing the video. Try to solve the equations. In examination it can be asked. This is very very important equation. Okay, now let us try to calculate some questions, solve some questions. So what we have to do, calculate the critical depth and corresponding specific energy for a discharge of 5 meter cube per second in the following channels. So what are the things we have been provided? Q is given. So for rectangular channel, width is given. For triangular section, m is given. So it is very very easy. Yc we have to calculate. So it is q square by g raised to power 1 by 3. And for triangular section, it was g m square raised to power 1 by 5. So for rectangular channel, b is given, so q can be calculated. So q is given for triangular section, m is also given. Just put all the values, you will get the answer. So let us see. So first thing is to calculate the discharge per unit width. It is coming out to be 2.5 meter cube per second per meters. So discharge per unit length will be meter cube per second per meter. Put it here, you will get the value of yc is 0.86. So specific energy will become 3 by 2 times of yc for rectangular channel. Okay, so you have to understand in the question it is been asked yc as well as ec. So try to read the problem properly. Many students, what they usually do, they will calculate q, they will calculate y, and they will not calculate this value of ec. So you will be awarded half marks only. So whatever is asked in the question, you have to solve properly. So this was for rectangular channel. Now let us try to solve for triangular channel. So in triangular channel, everything is given to you. Put all the values here, you will get yc as 1.828 meters, and if you will multiply it by 5 by 4, you will get the value of ec, because ec is 5 by 4 yc, yc is 1.828, multiply it by 5 by 4, you will easily get the value of 2.284 is the value of specific energy for critical flow. So this was a very basic example, just directly based on the formula. Now the next question which is being asked to us is a trapezoidal channel with a bed width of 4 meter and side slope of 1.5 horizontal to 1 vertical carries a certain discharge. Based on observations, if the critical depth of flow is estimated as 1.7 meter, calculate the discharge in the channel. So the problem is very interesting. A trapezoidal channel is provided to us. That is okay. That is fine. Bed width is 4 meters. Okay. Side slope is given as 1:1.5 horizontal. this is also okay. Some q is given to us, and it is being observed that the critical depth is what, 1.7 meters is the critical depth. So no need to calculate critical depth, already we are being provided. Now what we have to do, we have to calculate the discharge of the channel. So it is very easy. Q square T by GA cube, this equation we have to use, and you will easily get T you can calculate, G is the constant, A you can calculate, and you can just put the value in this value and you will get the value of Q. So in this manner, what I have told you, Q square by T by GA cube, if you are saying the flow is critical, blindly use this value, you will get the answer. You can see area you can calculate putting all the values, 11.135. TC is the top width, because in Q square by T by GA cube, Q has been asked, T you have to calculate, A you have to calculate. So A is here, T is here, put all the values, you will get 38.58 meter cube per second. So in this manner, the problem of open channel are very easy, provided the concept should be clear to you. If the concepts are not clear, the same problem can be done like in a very complex manner also. But if the concepts are very clear, the fundamentals are clear, what you can do, you can easily solve the problems, but you have to do a lot of practice. So let us move to a very different kind of problem. In general, what we usually see, the triangular section is something like this. Okay, so at the bottom the width is 0, but here a different kind of problem has been made, and it is been asked. Let us see what they are asking. Water is flowing at a critical depth of a section in triangular shaped channel with side slope 0.5 horizontal to 1 vertical as shown. If the critical depth is 1.6, again the language of problem is very important. It is been said that critical depth, that means the flow is critical, whatever flow is there, it is a critical flow. So you can easily use the value K square T by GA cube is equal to 1. If they are asking some quantity related to that equation, you can easily use that. So estimate the discharge in the channel and the specific energy at the critical depth section. So it is very easy how you can proceed. So this is 3 meters, not 1.6. This is 3 meters. Okay, so 3 meters is here, so you can easily calculate the top width. How? Because the side slope is given to you. So if T is given, area of cross section you can easily calculate by using the formula of area of trapezium. T calculated, A calculated, G is a constant, Q easily you can find. And in the question it is been asked discharge and specific energy. So first try to see how we are going to calculate the discharge, and consequently we will be calculating the specific energy also. So TC you can see here, so here it is 3 meters, so 2 into 1.5 into 1.6. so this is kind of reverse. What we usually do, if this B was given to us, we can easily calculate that B dash. Now we have to do the reverse. So we can use this formula and you can use the various values, and we will get 1.4 is the top width. Why you are using the C subscript? Because the flow is critical. It's given in the question. In area of cross section it is 3.52. Now at critical depth, again Q square by T, Q square T by GA cube we can easily use. Put all the values, you will get 17.48 meter cube per second as the discharge at critical flow in that particular section for a given depth. That depth was critical depth. Now we have to calculate EC. So Y is given to us, we have to calculate the value of V square by 2G or Q square by 2G A square. So we can calculate easily. VC is coming out to be 4.97. Put all the values, we will get 2.86 as the specific energy of that particular section at the critical flow. So in this manner we can easily calculate the various values. Try to solve the problems on your own, and if you are having any doubt you can anytime ask to me. So this is all for today. Thank you.